Jonah was a prophet. God gave him a very important job to do. He was told to go to the city of Nineveh. The people there were very wicked. God wanted Jonah to warn them. He wanted them to turn away from their bad ways. But Jonah didn't want to go to Nineveh. He was afraid of the people there. Maybe he thought they wouldn't listen to him. So Jonah decided to run away from God. He boarded a ship, headed in the opposite direction. He thought he could hide from God. But God saw everything. God loved the people of Nineveh. Even though they had done wrong, he wanted to give them a chance. He sent a mighty storm. The ship Jonah was on was tossed around like a toy boat. The sailors were terrified. They knew something was wrong. Jonah knew this storm was his fault. He told the sailors to throw him overboard. He knew this was the only way to calm the storm. The sailors didn't want to do it, but they were desperate. They finally agreed and threw Jonah into the raging sea. The storm stopped immediately. The sailors were amazed. They knew God had done something powerful. As Jonah sank into the water, he thought it was the end. But God had a plan. God sent a giant fish. This wasn't just any ordinary fish. This fish swallowed Jonah whole. Jonah found himself in the belly of the fish. It was dark, smelly, and slimy. Jonah was scared and alone. He had plenty of time to think about what he had done. Jonah spent 3 days and 3 nights inside the fish. He realized he had made a big mistake. He had disobeyed God. Jonah prayed to God from inside the fish. He asked for forgiveness. He promised to obey God if he would only save him. God heard Jonah's prayer. He commanded the fish to spit Jonah out onto dry land. Can you imagine how Jonah felt when he was coughed up onto the beach? He was covered in fish slime, but he was alive. More importantly, God had given him a second chance. God told Jonah again to go to Nineveh. This time, Jonah obeyed. He went to the city and preached God's message. He told the people to stop doing bad things. He warned them about God's judgment. Surprisingly, the people of Nineveh listened. The king, the queen, and all the people believed Jonah. They felt sorry for the bad things they had done. Everyone, even the animals, wore sackcloth and put ashes on themselves. They prayed to God for forgiveness. They promised to change their ways. God saw their sincere hearts. He was full of mercy. He forgave them and did not punish them. He had compassion on them, even though they deserved to be punished. Jonah was angry. He didn't want the people of Nineveh to be forgiven. He learned a very important lesson that day. He learned that God is merciful. He forgives those who turn to him. Jonah's story reminds us that God loves everyone. He gives us second chances. He wants us to obey him and share his love with others. God is patient with us even when we disobey. He is merciful and forgives us when we ask. But it's important to obey him. When God speaks to our hearts, we need to listen. We should share his love and message with others, just like Jonah did.